another not a scandal, but a continuation of a meltdown, or look, I love Kanye West and his music, but this turn, I mean, this has been going damn well 10, 15 years now. I think to me the turn really started with the whole Taylor Swift thing at the VMAs in 2009. But I think if you told me 16 years later we're talking about Kanye West, swastika, KKK, and now talking about alleged molestation or whatever, or sucking his cousin's dick or some shit, whatever it was, I would say nah. But hell, we are.
Because
Yeah, let me ask you this. I'll keep it simple. How does this Kanye story end?
it's a good question. Let me take it to the beginning of the issue, and let me say what I think could happen.
Yeah.
Kanye's mom was taken from him.
Yeah.
When I say taken, she died because she was trying to get a plastic surgery. Her body wasn't prepared for it. Doctor told her not to do it. She went to another doctor. That doctor tried, and she died on the operating table.
Mm-hmm.
Ever since then, and that's clearly before the Taylor Swift thing.
Now, she died in 2005, right? 2006.
I'm sure I can pull it up, but
I'll look right now. Keep
yeah,
I'll look for you.
I started noticing things when his mom died. When his mom died, and obviously dealing with Amber Rose, and he goes to Kim Kardashian, 2007. Does deal with Amber Rose, and he goes to Kim Kardashian, and then he becomes Kanye, the yes man. Everybody around him starts giving him yes man, and then the people that actually have their own thoughts, their own morals, ethics, and values said enough. Pusha T rode the wave until he could not ride the wave anymore. Common, Big Sean, Don C, John Legend, Jay-Z. They rode the wave for as long as they possibly could until their morals, ethics, and values said enough. We cannot be around you. Okay? Then you have Kanye trying to create new music. He said, "Well, I need to work with people, but my name isn't as great out there. So let me pull in Playboy. My bad. Let me pull in Ty Dolla $ign, because that's the only, I guess the last person I have a relationship with. Mm-hmm. That ship has sailed. Let me bring in Playboy Cardi. That ship has sailed. Let me bring in Jim Jones. That ship has sailed." So you ask me, where does this end? And I don't want to say where it ends because I think I know where it is. Mm-hmm. Ends badly. If you can read between the lines where I'm going, what I'm trying to say.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
It ends badly because you have to understand, in order for you to, he's almost there. I'm not saying quite there, because attention is attention, right? When you can still call academics, that's attention, right? It's to where you're making phone calls and no one's picking up the phone. I'm talking about whether Blacklist. I'm talking about no one's picking up the phone. He still has people, even my man Danny McBride from shout out to the Righteous Gemstones on HBO. If you don't watch that show,
I gotta watch that, by the way. It's on the list. You like it?
It is the funniest show on television. Please watch it.
Here's what I'll do. I'll catch up on that show, and then what I'll do, because I know this is the last season of the show, I'll catch up on the show, and the next one on the podcast, we'll break it down, you and I. Just kind of.
Danny McBride tells a story about Kanye West just calling him out of the blue saying, "I love the show. Can I come talk to you about it?" Danny McBride said, "Yo, it's fucking Kanye West. Am I supposed to say no?" Yes. Yes. But it's Kanye West, so he still has that juice. When he gets to the point where that juice is no longer viable, when you're making phone calls and no one's picking up the phone,
that's it.
Going to be, it's not going to end well. Kanye's been famous for about 20 plus years. He's trying, I don't know why he thinks he needs to do this, whether you want to point to a sickness, whether you want to point to, like I said, his mom passing and him never being the same ever again. I don't think, and I'm a hip hop head.
Yes.
I don't think I've ever seen this type of turn. Usually it'll be alcoholism, drugs, crack, cocaine will take an artist in a different
Yes, of
direction.
course. We've seen the
In
stories in
hip
all
hop,
kinds of music. Yep.
in hip
And
hop,
any music in general. Yep.
and Jimi Hendrix. The list goes on and on. How many
Mm-hmm.
people? What's my Amy Winehouse? The list goes on and on of these
Yep.
phenomenal artists where it's just like a drug took them and they couldn't come back. Robert Downey Jr. was, hey, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Robert Downey Jr. was this close to being no one. This close. And then Iron Man.
And he's biggest thing. He's bigger than he is now than he ever been.
Okay. So I pray I'm wrong. I pray I'm wrong about Kanye West. I pray I am. But me sitting back and watching him move, watching what's happening around him. I mean, yeah, he says this, I did this with my cousin, this, that, and the third. What makes you think it's okay to talk about someone else's family's health? You're talking about kids' health. Yeah, but I'm not saying Jay-Z's kids are sick. Why? You know, people get touched for that.
And the worst part too with Kanye, I know it's easy to make fun of Kanye and criticize him, and rightly so. He has kids. He has 2 kids.
The conversation, Ye has what? No, he has three. Is it three? Three kids? No, it's three.
All of Kim?
Right. I think he did 3 kids. 3 kids. The
There you go.
And then the 2 boys. Yeah. So I think Kim Kardashian said when they get old enough, the kids, they're going to make a decision on. I can't, as a mother, I'm not going to discuss what's going on that side. I'm going to have them make their own decisions about their father.
And I feel like that may be the part that, you said about the juice and the drip of like the loss of like people not wanting to fuck with them. If the kids don't want to fuck with them, that could be the final blow. I don't want to put it out there, man, but that's just the reality of the situation.
Again, your kids have the phone. Go to the phone, be like, Kanye, swastika, Kanye, Ku Klux Klan hood, Kanye calls your mother a whore.
Isn't it funny? The Donald Trump stuff is like the least of the worries now. Everyone was up ahead about him supporting Donald Trump in 2017, and now in hindsight, that's like minor. Like whatever. That's crazy.
Raising the bar.
Yeah.
Of the foolishness.
Right.
It's like, I don't know what they. All right, so I can't. So me having a swastika on my chest isn't going to get them riled up. All right, so let me wear Ku Klux Klan hood.
The funny thing with me is that I don't even care anymore. Like, it's like, okay, cool. Swastika, cool. All right.
But again, I don't. There's nothing I retweet. There's nothing I view. There's nothing I entertain currently that's attached to Kanye West. I don't even stream anything after Pablo.
Okay. Some stuff's not even good after Pablo, to be honest with you.
My brother put me on. He's like, no, there's some joints. Don't get me wrong. There's some joints, like minimal joints after Pablo. I mean, again, he won a Grammy for the gospel album. So what do I know, right? But I'm saying for me, Pablo's where I stop. That church and this extra Kanye that's going on with the music, I'm not even entertaining because of his antics, because of what he does, because of who he thinks he is. That's how you erase someone. You don't even view anything online of them. You don't share it. You don't even type their name out. But we live in a society where it's strictly it's anger reaction, and Kanye knows that. So that's why I think he's trying to level up every single time. It's like, how much can I get them more angry? I call my baby mama whore. That didn't do it. I said Jay-Z's kids were retarded. That didn't do it. I said, Hitler was greatest or whatever the hell he said he did. That didn't do it. Wearing swastikas, that ain't do it.
And I ship with the family, the cousin, whatever.
Then you had to. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care about your music. I don't care about your clothes. I don't care about your sneakers. I don't care about anything associated with your brand. So again, when you get to that point and you've been 20 years in the game, this is the same Kanye who used to walk around the mall because he wanted to get noticed. When he first came out. Now he's here. What happens when he walks in the mall? And it's not a matter of being noticed. It's a matter of being looked at as disgusted. Kanye West. Let me turn my back on him.
Yeah.
That's what you want, Ye?
This has nothing but tragedy at the end. I'm sorry, this does.
Like I said I don't want to say it, but it's not going to end well because of his behavior and because of the history of what he's been through.
Yeah.
I would not be surprised. I wake up and it's like, yeah, this happened. I'm like,
there we go.
I'm like, it was sad. I'm not shocked. The documentaries are going to be they're going to be all over the place and no one's going to have an answer, but it's going to be like, yo, he troubled soul that no one can get through because he had all the money. He's rich. And when you're rich, even guys that you grew up with, Don C, your manager, you can't do that. I can do whatever the fuck I want. Peace. I'm out. This new Kanye? I don't know. Day ones? What are the days? Like, at least Jay-Z, you look at Jay-Z, still got day ones around him. Tata. His man Emery. Mm-hmm. Still got day ones around him. Yay? All day one's gone. God bless.
Yeah.
God bless.
Anyway,